rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys, Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuare, reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
Cracking like your brother.
I like your crew neck.
It's only one of three. You can't find these anywhere.
Yeah.
This is exclusive. NBA Friday in-season tournament. Part 2. Week 2 for this. Got a lot of good games. We still got a game finishing up right now, but we're going to go ahead and get right into it. First game, the 76ers versus the Pistons.
I tell you, I was tuned into that game a bit early, and I'm telling you, that second half was a tale of tales because the Detroit Pistons had their foot on their neck, the first 2 quarters. Then finished that. Then they finished the first quarter by a +12, and then the second quarter by a -4. But I'm looking like, because at first I'm looking at the 76ers being number 1 in the East. They doing their thing, and so I'm looking at that, and I'm thinking about how Joel Embiid been balling, and the 76ers been winning. And when I seen that score, and I'm like, oh snap, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? But I forget, they got them young gunners back in Detroit. They got Monty Williams over there, so they was making some noise. But, reality kicked in that second half. And you see Joel Embiid with them MVP numbers, 33 and 16. He not playing. And you could call it what you want. I don't know if it's the MVP, him being, the reigning MVP, or if it's this in-season tournament hype. But we know Joel Embiid probably done racked up more rebounds in these, how many games 76ers have played thus far? And they played 8 games. He done probably racked up more rebounds in these 8 games than he did in the first half of last season altogether. Because we used to talk all the time about him not being a rebounder. He should be a rebounder, but him not being a rebounder. How many times he averaging a double-double right now. Like, he averaging a double-double right now with nearly 6 assists. So, I mean, that was a good game to watch. And, seeing the Thompson twin come out with a double-double of his own, 12 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks, that's production across the board. I can't say much about his twin because he injured, but if I'm going to go out on a limb and say, them boys know how to play ball. Like, they know how to play ball. Like, it ain't just scoring. It ain't just defense. Like, they play defense. They play offense. Them boys are well-rounded. So I can't wait for his twin to make his way back so he can start putting up some production on the Rockets. But what you got to say about that game?
Man, you better put some respect on my boy Maxey. Boy, put some respect on that.
He got a nice double-double.
It's more than a nice. Them is some outstanding numbers. I remember back in the day, season 1 of Top of the Key podcast, my boy Deuce said, Quail wouldn't get this man his due diligence. This man is balling. Every Batman has a Robin, as we all know. Every Batman has a Robin. And Joel Embiid is doing his thing. But as we all know, you cannot win by yourself. You got to have a solid number 2. Jordan had one. Obviously, LeBron James had 18 of them. Everybody got to have a solid 2. And we all thought that James Harden was going to be that solid 2. But look at Maxey, boy, he's stepping up. He is stepping up. Like, I like him being one of the best players under 25. We all know who the best player is under 25, but Maxey making a name for himself. He trying to put himself in that top five.
Hey, that was not, he can shoot better, but that was nice. 29.6 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals, and a block. So, we're not going to take away from what he did in that game. But I'm going to tell you something that's going to hit hard down the line for the 76ers when they're going against a team that's on that level, a team that's a contending team is going to be the bench. Because I'm looking at it, their bench gave them a whopping 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, they gave you 5 steals, but 8 rebounds, 4 assists. They racked up, how many is that? 10 fouls and 10 points. That's what their bench gave them.
They top heavy.
Yeah.
And all their production is coming from the starters. And
yeah,
in a season like this year, when they're trying to put a hold on that low management, we're gonna see how long the gas stays in the tank for teams like that are extremely top heavy. When you got your top 5, top 6 guys doing everything, and bench gonna have to show up. So
yeah. So
right.
That was a good game. 8-point difference. Philly took the 114-106 victory.
But
and that,
like you said though, we got to give a shout out to the Pistons because they fought.
Yeah.
Like they got a lot of solid numbers from guys, and they fought. They didn't just lay there and roll down. When you got a Joel Embiid on the court, a lot of people get starstruck and get to just looking, watching him do those things. But them boys fought. And they try to put up some numbers. Matter of fact, they did put up some numbers. They tried. So they ain't just get in there and get steamrolled. They died on that shield.
Yeah. There was some steamrolling it down, but tell you, I'm gonna say that opening night, the matchups they had in that opening night, I hate that you missed it, but it was lit that open. You had so many nail-biting games. Tonight you got some good games, but I ain't seen too many nail-biting games tonight. But you like what I did? You like this? You like what
I love it. We love it.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, this what the courts look like. So if you stay in tune, you already know this is what the courts look like across the NBA for the in-season tournament. They doing something different. They're doing something extravagant. So I just thought I'd go ahead and preview it for you so you can see, if you ain't been tuned in. But on to our next game. You got the Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards. I'm not even gonna stunt, bro. I'm not even gonna stunt. I be praying for the Wizards' downfall, bro. I be praying for their downfall because it's like I don't, but if like normally I watch a game, I could be neutral if I watch a game if it ain't my boys. You know what I'm saying? If it's your boys, then I could be like, all right. I could be real and be like, I know who gonna win, but then I could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they lose though, because I want to talk my shit, This one of them games, when I see them playing, I'm like, I kind of go against them. And it's because like Jordan Poole, like you messed up something. You messed up something on the Warriors, bro. You messed up something. And I know at the end of your career, you gonna regret messing up that opportunity. And a lot of people, they thought like, oh man, he gonna and you ain't seen it. You ain't seen it. Like you just don't see it. He get all the shine, he get everything that he wanted, but he was just too hungry. And it's like, bro, you gotta learn to humble yourself. You gotta think about what means more. Like you talk about a legacy, you talking about championships. You know what I'm saying? He was so busy worried about some other stuff being a munch with Ice Spice and some more. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, so when I see them play, I be having my eye. And when I see him finish the game with 11 points and he shot 20-some shots, because I don't miss it.
I will say this now. Basketball is many things, and basketball means different things to different folks. Some people play ball for the love of the game. Some people play ball because they want to win championships. And some people play ball because they just want the money. Now, if Jay Poole stayed on the Warriors and ride out the bulk of his career, he would be known as a
splash,
winner.
Bro.
He wouldn't be known as a splash, bro, but he would be known as a winner.
The pool party, bro.
He would be known as a winner that rolled off of the Spaz Brothers coattail, pretty much. He was a big factor in y'all winning the championship or whatnot, but he came into a winning culture. He came into something that was already established that wins is going to win with or without him. He probably wanted to make a name for himself. He wanted what's the word? He wanted
Notoriety.
to shine. There you go. He wanted the notoriety for himself instead of staying in Steph's shadow, as we can say. So he went, like, he left. And now when you're going from the Warriors, who's a winning culture, the most winning, you going from the most winning franchise in our generation, us 90s babies generation, like, you know, we was alive during Jordan time, but us actually knowing the game of basketball and appreciating it, the Warriors is the most winning franchise to the Wizards that are constantly building and stuff like that. That's drastic. And then you putting all that weight on him. Jordan Poole can't do that by himself.
He ain't by himself, but
what you got? Kyle Kuzma, like you trying to you going from a winning culture to
a losing culture. Just call it spade a spade.
A rebuilding. I ain't gonna call nobody a losing. I'm gonna just say a rebuilding culture.
In order for you to call somebody a winner, you got to be able to call somebody a loser. Because why you call them winning culture? Because they win. So if you don't win, you lose.
To a rebuilding franchise, it's tough. It's tough. He got a long road ahead of him.
Yeah. So a long road of humility. But on more to the specifics in this game, man, you got Mo Williams out here, not that Mo Williams, but the new modern day Mo Williams with a 20-20 out there, 21 points, 24 rebounds. He get the game ball for that game. He did his thing. It was crazy. I seen one part of the game where he was so determined. He tried to go up and Gafford swatted it. He got the rebound. He took it to his chest, went up again. Gafford swatted it. He got the ball. He took it to his chest. He regathered. He shoved him off. Then he went up again and Gafford swatted it again and he got a shot clock violation. I'm like, 3 of them things, and you have people on the perimeter open. I'd have been like, bro, after that second one, you probably had to kick that out because you weren't getting
it. Go up, and they tell us you go back up.
He went up every time.
Supposed to go up.
He got it swatted, but you got a shooter out there. The paws up, hit me. So
the nowadays basketball, yes, them shooters is gonna shoot, but hey, back in that. The original, you go back up and you go strong. You get that ball, you go strong. But shout out to Gordon Hayward, man. I remember back in the day, this man named Deuce ain't really care for this man. I don't even think you still do care for this man. Shout out to Hayward, his 27 piece.
Scratch Hayward. The man, I'm calling him Mo Williams. It's Mark Williams, but I'm calling him Mo Williams. The man had only 12 less rebounds than the other team. The other team had 36 rebounds. He had 24. Get a man a game ball. Let's not talk about Gordon Hayward. The man, he robbed the NBA, bro. He still got some of the nicest hair you've seen in the game. Don't never see that shit budge in the game. But he robbed the NBA. The Celtics chose to stay loyal to him, and they got rid of Isaiah Thomas ass. So the hell with Gordon Hayward, because the Celtics were suckers in that situation. They were suckers. They stayed loyal to his ass, and he left. And this motherfucker, Isaiah Thomas, was out there giving you his all after his sister passed away. You know what I'm saying? After he lost the tooth on the floor, he kept playing. And y'all traded him and kept going to Hayward. And y'all thought he was going to be faithful, and he played y'all.
Injuries are a real thing.
You said what?
Injuries are a real thing.
Leaving a damn team ain't got nothing to do with an injury, boy. I ain't say nothing about him playing.
That's shout out to Ball, 25 points.
He did his thing. Him and Jordan Poole's going back and forth. You see who got the better of that, though.
He's a baller. For real.
Yeah. LaMelo Ball is a baller, bro.
He's a baller. The boy can hoop.
But enough about that one.
To the next game. Here we go. Ben 10 versus the Celtics.
Ben 10 ain't play.
Hey, it's his team. Let Quail tell you.
Ben 10 ain't play. Cam Thomas ain't play. They got Cam Johnson back. They still without Claxton.
It's if their whole team would have played, it wouldn't have mattered. The results would have been the same.
I mean, at the lack of production you got from Porzingis, you throw Claxton in there, I think it would have made a difference with Cam Thomas, Ben 10. Yeah, I think it would have made a difference because the way Ben 10 playing, he giving you pretty much 10 to 10 and about 5, 10, 10, and 5 or 6. It just depends on where them 10's gonna come from. So that makes a big difference in that game. Then Cam Thomas, I mean, he can be a 40-point bucket, and Nick Claxton, that's hustle. Those hustle minutes. So I think they would have made a difference. But you may be on to something saying that the Celtics still would have lost. But looking at that, who would you get a game ball to in that 121-107 Boston Celtics victory?
St. Louis's very own. What you mean?
JT?
I'm gonna always give it to St. Louis's very own.
JT?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I mean, Drew Holiday, 13 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 0 turnovers. That is very impressive. That's very impressive.
It is, fam.
I mean, that's a candidate for the the game. But I mean, you can see that was a blowout. You know, I think it'd have been a better game had they had all their players, but that was a blowout.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that was a blowout. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide to that next one. If that's all right with you, player.
Let's keep it pushing.
All right, so we got the Pelicans and the Rockets. Now I told y'all. Now, granted, with the Pelicans, you know what I'm saying? They they got a few players out. Herb Jones. I was talking about him 3-4 years, talking about two-way play and Quays. Like, bro, who is this dude you keep talking about? He out. They got a young guy. What's his name? And
for the Pelicans?
Yeah. I'm gonna figure out his name. Yeah, young guy. Damn, I'm having a brain for it, but they got CJ McCollum out. So they don't have their whole roster. But I kept telling y'all, keep your eyes on the Houston Rockets. You seen the Houston Rockets pretty much go against the Pelicans and get that 104-101 victory. 104-101 victory. Why do you think they was able to snag that from the Pelicans? Because I told y'all in the very first episode, the Houston Rockets, keep your eye on Houston Rockets. When they start to jail, that's when it's going up.
What you call it is it's the bench. You got more production out of the bench.
Yeah.
For the Rockets than you did for the Pelicans. So
Trey Murphy, that's his name. I know I was gonna find it. Trey Murphy, he out too.
I think Jalen Green was listening to Top of the Key podcast. He heard your call, and he finally gave you some numbers that represents his paycheck.
Look, I ain't even gonna put that on me. Them fans was going at that man. They was going at that man. So he had to respond. And Van Fleet out there with his 20, Sengun doing his thing. Hey, they over there trying to do something. It's
a surprise because B.I. and Zion gave you solid numbers.
31-6-5 with one block, 24-8-1 with one block.
They put the ball in the hoop and they gave you monies.
You know the issue with that out of 48 minutes, they had 12 assists, boy. 12. 12.
It's a lot of ISO ball.
They need that little point guard, Alvarado.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Yeah, he injured too.
Yeah, he don't play.
They got quite a few people out.
Uh-huh.
But you would think with Valanciunas, Ingram, and Zion, you would think you would be able to do a little something, but they don't really have a guard on that team so that hurt them. They ain't have a playmaker out there. That hurt them big time. I mean, they ain't like the other team had a shit ton of assists. You know, the Rockets ain't really got playmakers. out there either. They had 20 assists though.
Yeah, like you said, the lack of point guard wasn't able to take care of the ball. These boys had twice as many turnovers as the Rockets.
18 of them. So you only had 12 assists. With 18, you had more turnovers. You had assists.
It's just sloppy basketball, just one-on-one ball. But to give them solid numbers, BI and Zion, and to still lose the game, that
I
makes
wouldn't even
me
call that solid numbers. I'm gonna keep it 100
scoring,
with you.
scoring wise,
just scoring. You like some.
That's still scary when your top two scores give you solid numbers like that, and you're still losing.
I mean, when you're
still
whole
playing
five
bad ball,
double digit,
and you're playing sloppy ball, that's alarming, especially to a team like the Rockets, which is a rebuilding franchise.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
That is extremely alarming.
Ooh, look at that boy Eubanks. Come on, Lake Show. Come on, Lake Show. Hey, crowd, stand up for the Lake Show. See, this one of them games. Normally, I'm neutral, but you had all that talk that the Suns was doing over the summer. D-Book talking that talk, trying to disrespect the Western Conference. So, and I don't like the fact KD left the Warriors, so I got to go with the Lakers.
Boy,
for me to go with the Lakers, that tell you a lot because I don't like going with LeBron, but I got to go with the Lakers. Lakers need to quit playing with me, boy. My bad.
All right, shout out to the Rockets. Shout out to the Pelicans. Next game, Timberwolves versus the Spurs.
Oh, it went down. Eiffel Tower versus Eiffel Tower.
Timberwolves versus the Spurs. Karl-Anthony Towns. What did you do today? You gave them a solid double-double.
I ain't seen Karl-Anthony Towns really do nothing. Like, I think he had like a game or two. Other than that, he been silent.
That's because the team belongs to Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's his team now. Anthony Edwards gave you solid numbers, 28 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 37 minutes. That boy is a baller.
2 steals in the block.
That boy is a baller. Top 3 under 25 hoopers right here. Anthony Edwards ain't nothing to play with. You got some solid numbers from Karl-Anthony Towns, Michael Conley. What's up with Michael Conley, man?
He old, bro. He old. He out there to control the pace of the game, to be that on the court veteran. That's why he out there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you expect out of him? What he gave you tonight is what you expect. 11, 6,
I expect
and 3.
him to take care of the ball. That's what I expect. For him to take care of the ball at a minimum. And to be productive in whatever that game. You know, production in every game is not going to look the same. Michael Conley is not put there to give you those 20 points. He not put there to be a rebounder, to be an elite defender. He put out there to be the veteran leadership, that like floor general. That's why he's put there. So I can tolerate a game like that, you know. I can, especially y'all get the dub. I mean, the only thing I say is take better care of the ball, Michael Conley. He had, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Just take a little bit care of the ball and we cool. So you set everybody else up, to where Anthony Edwards get 21 shots. Karl-Anthony Towns get 21 shots. Only thing behind the 21 shots I say is, hey, let's make sure we improve the efficiency of those 21 shots. Let's up that field goal percentage. That's all I say behind that.
Fair enough.
But Wim had a good game. Near double-double, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks. Like I say, them boys, they on them boards. Yeah.
He's listening to us.
Yeah, I'm going to take credit for that one. Because them motherfuckers, he wasn't rebounding, Chet wasn't rebounding.
There's no reason you should be that long, that tall, and not get some of these rebounds, bro.
That athletic.
You should be getting something, especially the way that the game is played nowadays. You ain't even got to work hard for rebounds. How do we know? Look at Luka. You do not have to work hard for rebounds. You just got to beat her.
Yeah,
and the ball will come. The ball is going to be there. So for you to be that big, that long, if you put minimal effort, you should easily get at his size. You should at least easily get 7-8 rebounds easily with minimal effort. And if you actually try, you can get 15 plus.
I say in that game, it could be a potential difference maker. But the Timberwolves took the 117 to 110 win over the Spurs. I say with the Spurs, they gotta learn how to get to the line. Timberwolves took 27 free throws, the Spurs took 19, and then rebounding. You got to get more of an effort. So yeah, you got 9 rebounds, Wemby. But if you can't cross over to the double digits and get around 15, you got to talk to your team and get more of them rebounding with you. Because y'all had 38 rebounds to their 51 rebounds. And you got to know, if you don't know anything, you got to know one thing. They running a big lineup with the Stifle Tower over there and Karl Anthony Towns. Them right there. That's a big lineup. But you're gonna get some from McDaniels. He gonna get in there and rebound, and gonna rebound. So you got 4 people on that court right there in that starting lineup that gonna be on the boards, 2 in addition to their primary rebounders.
Yeah, that's a tough team to rebound against too. Like you said with the Taz, you got Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards who gonna fight, Karl Anthony Towns. That's a hard team, and you got McDaniels that's fighting for rebounds.
Yeah,
it's a hard team to rebound against.
I'd rather him be fighting for the rebounds and fighting that damn wall and losing to that thing like he did with his little stupid ass last year when he punched that wall and he took that L right before the play-in tournament. How beneficial for the Lakers. Shout out to the Lakers though. They up right now. They up right now by 1 boy for a quarter. So y'all better be tuned in. I mean, honestly, if you watching it, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? If you watching this right now, it's too late for you to be tuned in. But hopefully, live, y'all tuned in. You feel me?
Let's get into the next game, the Jazz versus the Grizzlies. That
Jazz Grizz. Hey, the Grizz continue on that slippery slope, boy. But they was just right there. Just right there.
I feel bad brink of winning. I feel bad for him. That is frustrating. For the franchise, for the fans. Like, it's frustrating to take these L's. But, you got solid numbers. Jordan Clarkson, Marketing, 26 apiece. 26 apiece. The boys put up some numbers. You know what?
The Jazz got to have the most 7-footers on their team. They got Kelly Olynyk, who they got 6'11", 7 foot. They got Walker Kessler, 7 foot. Lauri Markkanen, 7 foot. And I think Yurt 7. He got to be around 7 foot. 6'11", 7 foot. There's 4 of them. They run 2 of them together in the starting lineup. And then with John Collins. That's a big-ass lineup. But yeah, my bad. I digress. You see, Jared Jackson with just 4 rebounds. That's atrocious. Did you give effort? You only played 23 points. Did you try tonight? Bismack Biyombo out there playing for a contract 15 to 14.
Right. Like, it's
Marcus
what
Smart.
Doing?
Hey, it seemed like, remember back in the day when you got when you ain't get along with a franchise and they wanted to show you who really run it, they'd send you to a team like the damn Cleveland Cavaliers. This is what it seemed like the Grizzlies are this year. The Cleveland Cavaliers, when ain't nobody want to deal with you, they send you to the Cavaliers because Marcus Smart, you deserve something better. I hope we could put together a trade packet. I would give up Chris Paul to get you Marcus Smart. I'm just being honest. I feel like you like Chris Paul cool, but we could definitely use you on our team. I give up Chris Paul for you, Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve something better than what you getting on that team. They should have traded you to the Dallas Mavericks and not Grant Williams. They could have put Grant Williams over there in that situation. I'm just saying, Grant Williams look good on that team, though. I'm just saying he deserves something better, though. Desmond Bane's doing this thing. I can see him making a all-star run, getting some votes, but it's tough in that 1 or 2 category in that West.
37 points for him.
8 assists.
That's a lot. That's a lot to take on and still get your butt whooped.
Yeah, I mean, they lost by 6. They lost by 6.
A loss. Like, that's draining. You give up that type of effort and then to still lose is
I mean,
draining.
they won the second half. It's too late.
Ain't no such thing. You lost that game.
They did.
Well, let's take the positive out of this. No, we need a win.
Yeah.
Bump the positive. We only got one win this season. We need a win.
Well,
Give us some wins.
Let's talk about a game that hit home. And I wish Quail, little janky ass, was here. You know what I'm saying? So we could have this conversation. We told you. They quit talking about Paul George and Kawhi Leonard being that dynamic duo when it comes to defense. When Luka was dropping them off single-handedly in the damn Western playoffs.
Kryptonite. He is their kryptonite.
I don't care what you're talking about. They don't be shutting nothing down, bro. So look, they ain't that. But then also you see the effects of adding James Harden. What you don't understand is when you put James Harden on that floor, he is not a defensive player. He barely gonna play defense. Russell Westbrook is not a defensive player. You're gonna get some defense out of Russell Westbrook, though, but he is not a lockdown defensive player. He's a hustle player. He's an energy player. He's going to go out there and try, but he is not a defensive player. So when you take a turns man out of that lineup, who, when he's on that floor, he's still trying to find an identity. He's still trying to earn a paycheck and provide for the rest of his life and his children and grandchildren. He's still working towards something. So he's going to go out there and he's going to give it all, his all. James Harden is already James Harden. He already got his legacy. He already made his name. So he's content. He's not going out there giving you his all, playing both sides. So your defense has tremendously just depreciated with the addition of James Harden. Just
Norman Powell, how you play 11 minutes and get a goose egg? You were just there.
Norman Powell played 11 minutes and gave you goose eggs across the boards, except on turnovers and personal fouls. Norman Powell took the Doughboy 1K route. And for some of my subscribers, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. He gave us a Doughboy 1K. Let me show you what I mean by that. And we could get into the things that matter, the fruits of the labor of your team. We could get into that. Let me show you what I mean by the Doughboy 1K route. This is what I mean right here. Look at these look at these stats. I'm gonna zoom in for you. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul. That's negative 35. That's what he got for his plus minus. That is a Doughboy 1K stat. Shout out to the 1K players on the NBA 2K24 right now. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all subscribers. I gave y'all a shout out, even if it's in the worst way. My bad. Keep going, brother.
Yeah, you got to do better. Like, y'all just, I ain't gonna even blame it on Westbrook. He ain't play as much, but let's talk about the good.
Yeah.
There's one man on there that just has their number. Every time he play these boys in a game that matters,
he normally go by the number 77, but we're going to call him Fofo Bulldog.
That boy gave them a 44 piece, but not only did he give them 44 points, 81% from the field.
17 by 21.
81% from the field. That's nasty. That is
he done hit
nasty.
He done hit the chime.
81% from the field.
You feeling that, ain't you?
Top five MVP, baby. Come on, come through, Luka.
Paul George played 23 minutes, 8-3-2.
Something was aggravating that man. Something was aggravating.
Yeah, he's not realizing that you got James Harden on your damn team. He should have went somewhere else, bro. He could have went to the Bulls. Like it's other locations. He could have went to the Heat. It's other locations he could have went to. That one didn't make sense when y'all got Russell Westbrook. It didn't make sense. It's one or the other.
I'm not gonna sleep on you, Kyrie. 27, 3 assists, 6 rebounds.
Hey, I like Derek Lively on y'all team. I really wish we could have snabbed him in the draft, but y'all got him. But Derek Jones Jr. with the double-double. Hey, they got something good. You know what I'm saying? They got something good cooking on that team.
It's just when it all comes together and it just manifests itself, we're gonna be something We still got a lot.
Kind of like that
Long way to
107,
go.
104 live report for the Lakers game. Stop playing with me. My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
I gotta keep y'all honest.
The Lakers gonna get it. The Lakers gonna get it. But shout out to them Dallas Mavericks, 144 points.
144. So 126 victory over the Clippers. And I don't mean to cut y'all short, but that wasn't a game. That was a damn disgrace. So I'm moving on. We got a minute left in this Thunder game. You see the 103. They 103 over the 95 Thunder. So we're gonna see how this game close out. But Shea doing his Shea things with the 33 points right now. And the 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks with only 2 turnovers. There's nothing more beautiful than stats like that, and you got 0 or 2 turnovers. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But they're gonna need a little bit more. Chet, I need you to step up. You need more than 11, and it's tough for Chet being on that team because he don't have that win by Yama reign, where Wemby can do whatever he wants. Chet got some dogs on that team. With a Josh Giddey over there, Dort, and you already know SGA speaks for himself. But I think the Kings gonna pull this one out.
Shout out to Sabonis and his triple-double. Still going.
Yeah. Yep. Then you got Keegan Murray with the double-double, 24 points, 11 assists.
How y'all let Herter go off? How y'all let that man?
He hate Herter.
Yes. How y'all let this man go off?
Hey, victory.
How y'all let this man go off?
Victory, look, and then you already know I'm riding with the Lakers for that last game because the Suns came in too cocky. Y'all got all this offense, and y'all ain't understand it's defense that wins games. So for all y'all young kids out there, and you looking to be the next Trae Youngs and Steph Currys and whatever, understand that defense win games because it doesn't matter how many points your team put up if you can't stop the other team from scoring.
But you put Steph Curry and Trae Young in the same sentence. Steph Curry can defend.
No, I said if you what I'm saying is amazing.
I get what you say.
Players. I know Steph Curry can defend. I know he can defend.
Word that different.
But I'm just saying, if you look at the young kids play, they like to take them far out threes. That's the only things that they live for. Them deep threes, their quick shot. And when you go play ball, all you hear is this. This is the only thing you hear when you play ball nowadays. Shoot! That's all you hear. Like, it's like, chill, young buck. Let's work this ball around and play ball. Jeez. So now, I always tip my hat to my boy, Chef Curry.
81% from the field.
Look at the Lakers. They finna do that, boy.
Top of the key podcast.
On me, stop playing with me.
Get ready? Hope you pack shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak